Alright guys, I picked the wrong day to shoot this video with all the construction going on in the neighborhood. But let's dig in here. So what are we gonna do today is to replace this guy. This is a brand new parts from Volvo. So what happened is the other day when I went to oil change, the technician find there's a coolant leak from right here, if you can see here. It's right there. Underneath, I already put some napkins there. So looks like the hoses are getting too old and it's leaking coolant. So this is not your normal engine bay look. I already took out the intake filter housing and the intake pipe, and also took out the battery box. So everything is laying down here. The battery box, intake. So the reason I took them out is give you better access to replace this hose. So this hose, it's a coolant hose. Sorry, not a coolant hose. It is a heater hose. So one end goes into the engine block. It's very tight down there. The other part goes wrap around, come back to, I think it goes to the AC system, the heating system. So this pipe, you can buy this. I will add the part number in the description below. It's around 40 bucks for this whole assembly here. So our goal is to get this replaced. The hardest part would be how to take the old one out. The space is super tight there. So that's why you want to take out all of this to give you enough clearance. So let's first analyze this new parts, so we're better understanding what are we dealing with the old parts. So this end clamp into the engine bay, and it's a quick release, quick connect mechanism. So you plug this in and it would lock in place. To take this out, you have to press on both sides. There are two buttons. Press it on both sides and release. So this is gonna be hard because the other side of this guy down there is right next to an engine block. So I don't think there's enough space on the other side. We can put our fingers there. So that's gonna be hard. In terms of this part, to unhook this, so we need to understand the mechanism here. So this comes with a kind of a metal ring, and let me release this. So this is clamped in, locked in position. Do you see those metal bars are locking the pipe securely? So what we need to do is pop up this ring, this spring. Okay. You gotta do this from both sides, and you need to use your nails to. Okay, see, now I pop this up. Do you see this ring, metal ring spring here? So now it's unlocked. If you can pop this out, you can easily remove the hose from the other end. But now the problem is we gotta locate and pry this up. Let's see if we can do that. So maybe this end is a little bit easier. So we're gonna try this end first. Let's see if we can find that metal ring. So another challenge of this is this pipe hose. It's pretty much this guy here. It goes there, wrap around, and this end, it's beneath this hose. This is not what we're dealing with. This guy here. It's not what we're dealing with. What we're dealing with the one beneath it. So it's super tight. Man, Volvo engineers. So we gotta reach down here. First, we gotta figure out where's this tab I can pull. Let me grab a flashlight. How tight this is. Gosh. Man, this is freaking tight. So what am I gonna do here? my fingers can feel it down there. So I'm trying to pull it. So what I'm trying to do here, let me show you. So I can feel this part. So one part of this ring here, I can use my finger, feel it. So I try to pull it up. So hopefully it come loose on the other end. But it's just really tight there. So you have to use your nails, pull this guy all the way up. I guess this glove is not helping. Let me use my bare hand. All right, let's try again. Okay. Oh, fuck. Fuck Volvo. Okay. Loose. Where'd it go? Oh, fuck. All right. Okay, I managed to pull that spring ring out from there, but this whole thing just won't come out. So I try to pull, it won't come out. Let's see here. I thought it's just a quick release mechanism. So once this popped up, you're supposed to just pull it and it will come loose. Now it's really tight there. I will try one more time. Just give a pull. And the whole assembly is moving as I'm pulling this hose. So I don't know what's the deal here. Let's see here. Pull this guy. Do you see it? The whole thing's moving. Oh gosh. Oh fuck. Alright, maybe let me try the others. Release the other side. Okay. Alright. So now I'm trying new strategy. Maybe I should also loose up this side. So this side has a connector like this. There's one button, you hold it one side and it will release it from the top. So it's a T kind of. So this guy is gonna be really hard to remove. Okay. So I just use brutal force, kind of break this part. I think this is where the leak starts. If you look at this fracture surface, I think there's the leaks are coming from some of the here and the old plastic. Now this part is out. Okay, let's see if we can. Oh shoot, the coolant is coming out. So make sure when you do this work, make sure you have a blanket or something underneath your car so you don't mess up your concrete or your garage. Man. Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing here. I don't want to break other parts. Fuck. I can't see shit here. I need my flashlight. Fuck is my flashlight? Guess you don't understand here. Okay. I guess I need to go back to watch more YouTube videos to understand how to pull this thing out. Shit, man, I thought it was gonna be an easy job. Alright, I will come back later. There's some good news. I finally got that broken piece out. Let me show you the pipe there. So, the broken piece was, if I can find it, yeah, right there. It's connected to that hose down there, if you can see there. I took that out, it stuck there really good. So let me show you how I got that out. It is stupid. So that's a piece here. this is a piece was on that pipe. So you're supposed to squeeze on the two end, then pull or slide this guy in that direction. But since it's stuck and the space is so tight, you don't really have space to push both buttons and pull this direction. It's just impossible to do. So what I did instead was I just got a flathead screwdriver, I shovel there and break out all the plastic pieces from here to release and to free this plastic ring. Then after I released that, it still couldn't come out. So I pry from this side to break the plastic piece by piece. And since the plastic is already 10 years old and they're degraded, disintegrate by itself, so it's very easy to just shovel there, flathead screwdriver and pry, and it will crack. And once the whole part cracks, you see here, that's probably where the leak come from, I'm assuming. So cracks from here, and now it's making enough clearance you can pull this part out. Yeah, this is a really stupid design. Let's take a look inside here. Man, it took me like a good 1 or 2 hours just to get this piece out. Okay, now we got one end of that hose took out, the other end is still stuck there. We're gonna talk around, handle that. So what I mean is other end of this hose, which is underneath that hose, and already took that ring out. It's supposed to slide out, but you just don't know about Volvo. All right, wish me luck. All right, gonna show you some progress here. I finally got this shit piece out from there. It sounds easy, just once you unclick, undo that spring ring, it should just slide off. No, it actually got stuck there very well. I have to cut this so I got enough room to pull it. You gotta pull it really hard, but at the same time you want to be careful. You don't want to damage the good holes here and other things in the engine bay. So apparently this hose and the bad one, they're both mounted to, there's a plastic mounting panel, and so that's plastic, part of this plastic. As you're pulling one of the hose, and I break off the plastic panel, the mounting panel. But yeah, I don't. The rest should be still good. Okay, so let's take a look at that exposed surface of that hose. Yep, as you can see, there is dripping coolant. Just get a new hose connected. So far, we did all the work just to remove the bad parts. And just to want to warn you, yesterday I spent probably 40 minutes to remove the battery box, the intake, to get ready. And today I spent the entire morning just to try to take out this piece. So I spent about 2 or 3 hours just to remove this. Just be prepared. Removing is gonna be the hardest part. But this is out of the way. Let's get a new one on there. It should be easy. Fingers crossed. It should be easy. I just want to show you what's the aftermath of just remove this bad pipe. So now you're seeing this is in pieces. It's because I have to break this part. You know, this part just break easily when you're trying to remove it, and I have to destroy this connector so I can get it off. And the reason I cut this hose is to give myself enough space so I can pull this end to slide this hose out from the pipe. And with this in the attached, it's very long, it got caught in that tight engine compartment, so it is a not very easy process. Just want to warn you here. During this removing, and you can potentially damage other things in the engine bay, for example other hoses, other connectors, so be very careful. All right, now hopefully my next job will be easier. So this is the new parts. Let's first do a comparison, make sure they're the same thing, same deal. Looks like, oh shit, maybe, yeah, looks like, let me see here. So this part, yep, looks like all right. So yep, so good, similar length. That's the same. Okay, good. So this part would hopefully will work. Let's see, I'm wondering what was leaking. So let's do an inspection here. I suspect there's a crack somewhere here. That's why it was leaking. All right, let's look at this side. I hope once we replace this, it will fix the coolant leaking problem. Maybe let's check, inspect this end. This end looks all right. Okay, cool. All right, now I'm gonna try to put this back on there. All right, I put things together. I got the new parts fit in there. It's much easier to fit in the new parts than taking out the old parts. And make sure when you do this job, fill up your coolant, because you're gonna leak a lot of coolant. You wanna make sure you have enough coolant fluid before you're testing your vehicle. So the car has been running about 10 minutes-ish. Let's see, are there any leaks? I don't see personally any leaks of coolant. Looking at all the connections, no dripping, no leaking. I think that's it about this project. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you like my video. It's not an easy job, and good luck if you need to do this yourself. All right, have a good one.